Greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for the week of May 1st through the 7th. And I hope you're all doing wonderfully well. And my name is Ingrid, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. And this is the card I have from the Oracle for you today. Wow, well, what is coming for you is this energy of humor. Well, the number 45 could be important. That adds up to 9. So you're almost to completion. And you're bringing a lot of humor to it. Humor, fear, and anger awaken the power of your will. In the juxtaposition of realities, find truth as in the primitive position in the wilderness of an urban setting. You see, this is very wild energy of something very aboriginal, very ancient, but right there in the modern world. See how you have chosen your illusions as others have, and seek to feel the laughter that holds together your daily dream. Self-importance blinds you to the source of your joy and humor. So it's time to take ourselves more lightly, to bring humor and levity to the situation this week. Awaken the power of your will, and you will find joy in your laughter. Awaken your sense of humor. So if there's something this week that needs to bring that sense of humor, laughter, just seeing the absurdity in life is going to be very helpful for you. And thank you for that message. You're coming into humor. Awaken the power of your will. And find joy and laughter. Awaken your sense of humor this week. It's going to be very significant. You're going to need it in some kind of conversation or in some feeling you have within yourself, and then suddenly you're going to find yourself just laughing at the whole absurdity of it all. And feel the laughter that holds together your daily dream. And so it is. And let's see what we have for you today, Sagittarius. Well, it's coming in with the Two of Cups. This is a divine partnership, a twin flame, a soulmate. It could be coming in of a new friendship, something you love very much, or joining together those different elements, parts of yourself that are the masculine and feminine. The tarot reads not gender, but energies. So you're joining these very different energies together. And there's something going to be very healing about this. Very delightful, very fun. You're going to be laughing in a partnership this week. And what may challenge that is death. Well, there has been an ending to a relationship, to a situation, to something at work, or to a phase of your life. Maybe there has been an ending to a soulmate relationship, or it's coming into a very significant change, a radical change. And you're going to have to bring humor to this situation, Sagittarius. When something in terms of love, something deep, something we're very joined to and love very much comes to an end with death, this is a finality. We do need to bring humor to that. You got the flag of this banner of new life coming, and you're moving forward. So allow an ending to come, because death is going to challenge this partnership, this union, this love. Awaken the power of your will and find your joy and your laughter. Awaken your sense of humor to this ending. Wow, that's powerful, Sagittarius. And this is Scorpio energy. The Hierophant is at the foundation. So this is significant when we have the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Taurus energy of the earth. This is about commitment. This is about relationship. This is about coming into like a marriage contract. But it's spiritual knowing, as above, so below. At the foundation, something has come to an end that has challenged a partnership. But you're being initiated into a new life, a new traditional values that are very important to you, to follow the book, to go by the just way that you would use these different spiritual wisdoms to help you heal from some ending that was an ending that was a very important union. It doesn't have to be romantic. But you have seen something deeply. And as getting the wisdom of pulling down these sacred truths into your daily life. So the Hierophant Taurus energy is saying that you might be coming into needing at the foundation a teacher, a mentor, somebody to help you work through an ending in a relationship that was very significant to you, and that you're learning to bring humor and laughter and some levity to that, because in the recent past you were influenced by this energy of planning, and this is again a 2, so it could be planning something you've planned with another person has come to a radical ending, and it was something that you had a commitment to, a deep contract with, and now you're going out into the world. Maybe you have seen, okay, I've established myself here, but now I'm ready to move on. This is a travel. This is planning. This is the initial stage of looking out and seeing, well, where do I go now? What do I want to do after this ending? This ending into something that I was very spiritually aligned with and connected to. And, well, it's going to bring you from the crown. There's going to be this fighting, this feeling of defeat, this feeling of being a victim, victimized by something. And so maybe you're planning to move on from that. You're tired of this a feeling of you don't want to fight mentally anymore. And there could have been a lot of fighting in this relationship that needed to come to an end because this was in conflict. These were conflicting energies. There was not a sense of humor in this. This card is traditionally connected to that energy when you have to go after a war, after a battle, and clean up the wounded and the dead from the battlefield. It's an ugly sight. And you might have had to stand up for yourself against this very difficult energy. Or maybe it's saying now to bring some levity, some humor to whatever was this feeling of being bullied by someone. You're bringing some humor to it. Humor, fear, anger, awaken the power of your will. Well, this is a card that has to do with anger, fear, fighting, my way or the highway type energies. And that is what you're seeing now clearly. And what is coming right now is a decision you have to make. Well, another 2. You have 3 so far of the 2. So this is definitely around a union, a partnership. You're having to come to a decision about a relationship that has ended. It's come to its final ending. It won't be revived. And you're having to make a decision about what it is, how you're going to go forward. You maybe have blindfolded yourself for quite a while because you didn't want to fight. You didn't want to admit or really see this defeat. But a choice is going to be made around this partnership. Something you planned in the past ended up coming into a feeling of defeat. That's the ending. That's the death. And a choice has to be made now. And you've got the Ace of Wands. Wow. Well, you go from the Ace, you had the 2 in the past, and now the Ace is coming right now. This is how you are connecting to yourself, Sagittarius, through out with the old, in with the new, a new beginning. You've made the choice to take this potency, this pure potential, seeking manifestation through a gift. It's been given to you, an insight, an intuition, a spark of life, something magic that you want to go after. Because after death, there is this new beginning. And it's coming in from your environment with the Emperor. This is Aries energy, could be important. You've got this Taurus energy and Aries. So maybe in Aries season, you began at the very root to feel your authority, to take action, to boss up, to deal with any kind of feeling of a weakness within yourself. And you're now taking action. Maybe this is engaging with a father figure, a divine masculine, someone who takes action and goes after things with confidence, who has strategy. It's saying with this new beginning, you maybe have been planning that from the past, but now you're needing to boss up. Or there is someone in your environment who is the boss, who is the father, who is the authority, the divine masculine, Aries energy. And your hope and fear is that you'll come into a sense of equal give and take. This is the first pentacle. So this is about the earth. This is about your money, about your career. If you've been feeling at times in your life where you were the beggar, where you didn't have enough and somebody had to be giving to you, you're balancing that out and you're bringing a lot to the table now. You just don't want to settle for the crumbs in a relationship. That's coming to an end. Something you committed to, a marriage, a contract, is now you're seeing it from the eyes of the authority, from the emperor. And now you're balancing it out. You're coming into equal give and take. And that is going to bring you to a time of saying, well, you got another 6. So when we have 2 6s right next to each other, it's saying you're on the right path to growing your wealth, your career, to balancing out your finances. But to do so, you might need to go away from these troubling waters that have to do with this fighting. You go from the 5 to the 6. Whatever you felt defeated by, if you felt victimized, if it was something very traumatic that verbally or mentally you kept going over and over, if somebody was bullying you or victimizing you or vice versa, you are moving on from those troubled waters and taking just what's on your back and your inner child. Inner child healing is needed after this ending. And you're going to find that now. And that is what I have coming in for you today, Sagittarius. But you're bringing humor to this. And let's get a few clarifications for the major arcana. What do we need to know about death with Scorpio energy? This could have been something that ended in Scorpio season, October, November of last year, and it had some profound effect on a partnership, on a relationship, perhaps on a marriage. And something you have been planning to take out there led to defeat. and to a difficult decision that you're maybe at a crossroads about what to do with this new beginning, but you're ready to take action. This could be part of the humor you're bringing in, this new beginning, a match striking, an intuitive hit, like I'm ready to go forward now and boss up and claim my authority over my life and come into balance financially, equal give and take. And if that's not possible, well, I'm moving away from these troubled waters with humor toward a calmer situation. When things are calmer, we can bring out the humor in things. In the juxtaposition of realities find truth, as in the primitive positioned in the wilderness of an urban setting. There's something humorous about moving on from this defeat toward a calmness, toward a retreat where you can mentally heal and balance out your finances with authority, power, claiming your own destiny because you're being offered this new opportunity to grow in that direction. And so what is death here for? What do we have the death card? Well, there's the new beginning. Well, because death brings the new beginning. There's the wand that is the flag pole. This is what you're beginning again. I mean, it's clear. Something fiery, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, it's coming. Humor. Here's the four-leaf clover. Good luck. When this ending is going to be great, it's going to make you laugh. You're going to be happy. And why is the Hierophant at the foundation, Sagittarius? Well, you've got the Lady of Vessels, which is the Queen of Vessels, the Queen of Cups. You're very in tune to your feelings. You honor your cup. You can carry it on your head. You can walk on water. There's something about this juxtaposition as well. It's kind of humorous. But you made a commitment to this deep love, deep feelings. And it's going to help you to move forward with entrepreneurial energy, confidence, fired up. That's the wands that you're going to take action on. Whatever you're creating out of this ending is going to be very successful. You're going to love it. It's going to happen fast, and it's going to just be a brand new life. And why is the Emperor here in your environment? Because the world, well, you're closing out one phase, perhaps with a relationship to an Aries, or you're closing out a situation, and maybe you are going to be the boss now. You're dancing through completion. You're going to be recognized that you claimed authority because you made the right choice. You made this decision. And you are moving toward that energy of, why are we moving on with this Six of Swords? Because there has been too much competition, too much fighting, too much chaotic energy. You have two fives. So you're moving beyond this fighting, victimization, defeat, and you're also moving past conflict, because that is what you're moving away from, and you're moving away from it again with this energy of humor. So in the week of May 1st through the 7th, bring a lot of humor, because self-importance blinds you to the source of joy and humor. Awaken the power of your will, and you will find joy and laughter. And so it is amazing reading. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments. Sagittarius, you know I love doing these readings for you and sending you so much joy and humor and light, fun conversations today. That's what you're moving toward. And congratulations for letting something come to completion. So these new beginnings can come in for you. Take action boldly. And sending you love. Bye-bye.